Boy King Eric the Great, aka Rick Capo, coming at y'all with another video. And this calls for a celebration. The celebration of the 20th anniversary of BG's Chopper City in the Ghetto album. This was one of the hardest albums to come out of Cash Money and also of 1999 as well. This album here is what not only kept Cash Money in the streets, because when Juvenile came out with 400 Degrees, that blew him up in the mainstream. This album here was strictly street. Even though they had the bling bling joint, that's what took them to the next level. Like, this album here was very underrated. Manny Fresh, he was in the zone with this album. You listen to songs like Trigger Play, Cash Money's an Army, Play It Raw. I mean, this album here was off the charts, and BG was in the zone. Another thing I want y'all to take a hint of is look at the cover. Look at the cover with BG wearing the Tommy do-rag on the phone. That's clearly a jab at Master P. Like, they were trolling Master P, because at that time, Master P, he was the dude with the sunglasses and the Tommy do-rag on. You can look at that on the No Limit movies, like Last Don, his videos. He was always the dude wearing the do-rag with sunglasses and a chopper suit. So BG probably took a jab at that, trolling him. But it was basically like more so like a Hot Boys album. But this album was the cream of the crop to me when it come to Cash Money. Because then after that, Guerrilla Warfare came out. Then Lil Wayne's album came out. The Block is Hot. Cash Money was scorching hot back then. And you could tell that distribution deal came off because the sound sounded a little more cleaner. You listen to BG's first album and you compare that to that now, the sound is more cleaner and crisp. That's why you could play it anytime in any era and it's going to sound fresh. And this also proved that BG was also quite the lyricist. Like, people sleep on BG when it comes to the mic. He can go. He even outshined Prodigy on that YBE song. And I remember back then when it said that Prodigy and BG was doing a song together, a lot of up north people were upset. They was like, man, why is P putting this country bama on this record, son? But yet, you listen to the record, BG had the hardest verse on there versus Prodigy's. It surprised me even, but at the same time, it really didn't, because I know BG won't no slouch. So, that another thing I noticed is for the past few years, I haven't seen that the Chopper City in the Ghetto album on streaming sites. This is where it pays to earn a physical. Because if you don't own a physical, you pretty much screwed. I still have the tape of this album. And I have the CD as well. And they just now started putting BG's albums back on streaming sites like Spotify and Apple Music. So be sure to check that album out, that Chopper City in the Ghetto. That's one of the hardest albums to come from the South. And that's Manny Fresh at his best. Then follow it up with Guerrilla Warfare. And you will see why Fresh deserved to be recognized as one of the greats to do it. So, check out Chopper City in the Ghetto. Free BG. I hope he's out soon. Be sure to subscribe to the Off the Cuff Radio channel. Hit the like button. Be sure to check out BG's albums on Spotify and Apple Music and all streaming sites now. This is King Eric the Great signing out. Holla.